This is a small public transportation office in El Junquito on the outskirts of Caracas. Even though it's up and running, 9 men are in jail for supposedly burning this building down back in January. Court records obtained by Reuters, along with interviews with 20 people, contradict the National Guard's official account that they arrested the men, including 59-year-old Jose Rangel, during a violent protest. Their families and lawyers told Reuters they believe the men were arbitrarily detained as part of a crackdown by President Maduro on people protesting his government. Reuters interviewed Rangel's family.
On January 24th at 9:30 in the evening, we were at home having dinner when a group of National Guard soldiers entered with their faces all covered, without any sort of warrant. They took my father-in-law and they kidnapped him, and they robbed us. They beat him up. They turned the house upside down.
Maduro is now under intense international pressure after opposition leader Juan Guaido invoked the constitution and assumed an interim presidency. Rights groups say Maduro's government is going after lower-level politicians like Rangel, head of a local opposition party, who has now been behind bars for almost 5 weeks. Reuters correspondent Angus Berwick is in Caracas.
Rights groups say that in many of these cases featuring kind of political arrests, there's a complete absence of evidence. Witnesses might be biased, as in the case of Jose Rangel, in which the sole witness is the local leader of the ruling Socialist Party.
The 9 men arrested that day all deny being at the scene of the protest. Most said they were arrested far from where the National Guard said they were. Among them was 21-year-old Emmanuel Vicuña, whose mother showed Reuters this photo of her son's back scarred by rubber bullets she says were shot at point-blank range.
My son still hasn't been seen by a doctor. They don't let us see him. I haven't been able to touch him. I want them to free my son because he's innocent, together with the other people there.
Vicuña's sister recently posted this photo on Facebook of her brother's hands poking through the jail's windows, saying that was all she could see of him, adding, quote, "This is the longest nightmare." Venezuela's information ministry did not respond to a request for comment.